Okay, good morning everyone. I'm Rishabh Gupta, your maths teacher. Today I will cover the review of module 2, lesson by lesson. Okay, we will start with the first lesson now. So, module 2 is about solving the percent, and the lesson 1 is percent of change. Percent of change. So, let's start with the meaning of percent. If I break the percent into two different words, first will be per and the second will be cent. So the per means divide. Per means divide. And cent means 100. Cent means 100. So the percent means divided by 100. Divided by 100, which means comparing a number by 100. Comparing a number by 100. For example, let's say a student got 90 marks out of 100 in an exam. It means he got 90% marks, because Taksim 100 here, this is equal to percent. This means what? Percent. This is the symbol of percent. Whenever you see this symbol, whenever you see this symbol of percent, it means this is Taksim 100. Yani I am comparing something with 100. Okay? Now, let us understand something. If any number is given to you, if any number is given to you and you want to convert it into percent, you will simply multiply the number by 100. See the example here. 3 over 5 is a fraction. Fraction yani number over number. Number over number. Part over whole. The whole amount, the total amount will be given down, and a part of it will be given up. Total yani whole. So this is fraction. See, whole and part. Now we have to change this fraction into percent. What will I do? Multiply by 100. Multiply by 100. Okay. Then we will solve it. 3 multiply 100, 300 divided by 5. Now check 5 times how much give you 30? 5 times 6 give you 30. There is a 0 here, put the 0 here. Yani the answer will be 60%. Yani 3 over 5 means 60%. Okay? So now we know the meaning of percent, and we also know how to change a given number into percent. Also, if a percentage is given, let's say 60% is given. Now, someone wants to change the percentage into a number. So remember, the percent means what? Taksim 100. Now see, the percent sign is gone. This is a normal number now. How can I simplify this? Check. In the last we have 0 up and in the last we have 0 down. If you have 0 up and 0 down in the last, khalas, you can cut it. Okay? Because technically we are doing divide 10 here. Okay? So remember the trick. Now 6 over 10. Can I divide the 6 and 10 by 2? Because both of them come in the table of 2, correct? 6 divide 2, 3. 10 divide 2, 5. So see, I got the fraction again. I got the fraction 3 over 5 again. So what did we learn here? We learned that if I am going from percent to a number, from percent to a number, in that case I will do divide 100. Okay? Or you can also say divide 100 like this. Okay? Because percent means divide 100. But if you are going from a number to a percent, if you are changing the number into percent, then you have to do multiply 100. Please remember these things. Okay? Now let's move further. The first lesson is about percent change. About what? Percent change. Let's take an example. Let's say like Ahmed played 2 matches of football. Okay? In the first match, he made, let's say, one goal only. He made how much? Not one, let's say two goals. He made two goals in the football match. Okay. In the second match, he was lucky and he made an extra goal and total of three goals. Okay. In the first match, two goals. In the second match, three goals. So if I ask you, what is the change in the number of goals? So change is always the final value minus the initial value or original value or whatever, right? So the final one minus the initial one. So the change is 3 minus 2, yani 1, which means he made one extra goal in the second match, right? But this lesson is not about change, it is about percent change. Yani I have to change this into percent now. How will I do that? We will use this formula. What is the formula? The formula says put the change up and put the original value. Original yani the actual value, the initial value. In the starting it was how much? In the starting it was 2 only, right? And then multiply it by 100. Why multiply by 100? I told you, if you are changing a number into percentage, you have to do multiply 100, correct? So let us make the number first. Change over original. Percent change. Now what is my change? The change is 1. He made one extra goal, correct? Original yani initially how much did he score? He scored 2 goals. So this will be my original value. Now this is my number. If I want to change it into percentage, what will I do? Multiply 100. So multiply 100. Now 1 times 100 is 100 divided by 2. 100 taksim to 50. Yani 50% change. 50% change. This is the answer. So again, first you will find the change. How? Final minus the initial or final minus actual, whatever is given. Then how will you find the percent change? You will put the change up. The actual or the initial value down and then multiply it by 100 to change into percent. Solve, get the answer. Okay, let's try some questions now. Okay, the price of Takis. Okay, Takis is a snack. I have seen a lot of students are eating in the class in the break time. Okay, the price of Takis was 6 dirhams. Okay, after 1 year, the price of Takis increased to 9 dirhams. Okay, so find the percent change. Okay, so first of all, what is the change? Final, after 1 year, what was the price? 9. And initially, the actual price was how much? 6. So 9 minus 6, 3. 3 is the change, right? Now I have to convert it into percent change. Yes? So, what was the formula? The change will go up. The change will go up. The actual value, the original value, the initial value will go down and then we will do multiply 100. So the change is 3. What was the initial value? 6. The actual value was 6, right? And then multiply 100. Okay. See, you can cut the numbers here also. 3 and 6, both of them comes in the table of 3. Yes? So we can divide them by 3. 3 divide 3, 1. 6 divide 3, 2. So this will become 100 multiply 100 divided by 2, which means 100 divided 2 is 50. So the change is 50%. The change is how much? 50%. Okay. Let us come to the next question. The salary of Ahmed is 20,000 dirhams. Okay. In January, he got an additional 83,000 as bonus. Now see, this 3,000 is the change. Why? His salary was 20,000, right? Now he got some additional amount. Correct or no? Yani 20,000 plus 3,000, he will get 23,000. Correct or no? Yani this 3000 is the change. The change is given directly here. No need to do minus or anything. The change is directly given. How much? 3000. Now he said find the percent change. So simply the percent change will be, the change is how much? 3000, because the 3000 is a bonus, extra bonus that he has got, right? So this extra bonus is the change. Now what was the actual salary? 20,000, which will come down, and to change into percentage we do multiply 100. Now I can cut the 2 zeros down with the 2 zeros up. Yes, so this will be simply, and yes, here 2 zeros here down and 2 zeros here up. Okay, so what do I have now? 30 over 2. 30 over 2. 30 divided by 2, 15. So this bonus, this change is equal to 15%. Okay, the 3000 bonus that he got, it is 15% of his actual salary. Okay, so the percent change is 15%. Next question. Ahmed threw a ball 15 meters away in the first attempt. Okay, in the first attempt, initially he threw the ball 15 meters away, and 10 meters away in the second throw. Okay, second time he threw it 10 meters away, right? Find the percent change. Okay, so let us find the change first. Now the final is 10 in the second throw, minus the initial was 15. 10 minus 15, minus 5. Okay, when we do small number minus big number, the answer will be negative. So this minus represent, then the change is negative. Yani the amount has decreased. Yes, not increased, it has decreased. Check here, 15 to 10, it is decreasing. That's why this minus sign tells you that the change is on the negative side, it has gone down. Now we want to get this change into the percentage. So percent change will be, the change is minus 5 over, what was the actual value? Initially it was how much? 15. So initially it was 15, then times 100. Okay, now see, both the 5 and the 15, they comes in the table of 5. They comes in the table of 5. So I can do Taqsim 5 here, Taqsim 5 here. 5 Taqsim 5, 5 divide 5, 1. And 15 divide 5, 3. And this will be minus 1, remember, because there is a minus here. So minus 1 times 100, minus 100 over 3. So this will be minus 33.333%. So khalas, like this. This minus represent what? That the amount has decreased. I can also write 33.3% decrease. If you do not want the minus sign, you can write like this also. 33.3% decrease or minus 33.3%. Okay, so this is how you have to do lesson number 1. Again, the formula was change over original times 100. And when you are changing the percent into number, you do Taqsim 100, and whenever you change the number into percentage, you do multiply 100. Okay, this was it for lesson number 1. I hope you understood. Practice the question from the books, and if you have any doubt, any problem, you can always come to me inside the classroom or watch the video again. Goodbye, have a great day.